Hello, greetings to our wonderful viewers wherever you are. Good afternoon from my side and maybe good evening anywhere, every time you are. Thanks for tuning to Atlantic TV, the home of TV revolution. We are back again with another exclusive interview. Like I always said, we are located in the little smiling coast of Africa, our great homeland, the Gambia. And again, our studios in the West Coast region side of Gambia at Farato. This afternoon, I welcome on my special platform. Remember, exclusive interview. This is where we bring people of all walks of life, being journalists, religious people, people in government, name them. And one of the main reasons for this is to inspire the new generation and to make sure that we have some positive change. And it's also important that you have people in the leadership, people who are in a position that you are following them or you are part of the association, you are to know them and know what they do, where they start from. Also to see the library. And in this exclusive interview, once again, the host is myself, Bakary Manneh, aka Big Sam, and my guest today is no other than Yusupha Bojang Grts, regional correspondent, West Coast region. Yusupha, call Yusupha. Mike Tyson, huh?
Yes.
Welcome to this program.
Anyway, thanks for having me, Big Sam International, and I gotta say big thanks to Atlantic TV for giving me this platform to be here with you to inspire young people and also to inspire other people who are within the country to also try to do the right thing. I know everybody is doing the right thing, but to be in the right footing.
That is the right thing that we want, you know, positive change, positively, and then to inspire the new generation. But before we go, as always, I would like you to say hi to your people, the family, and any people that you can say.
Yeah, I gotta say a big hi to my family, my kids, my wife. Yeah. It's just easy, eh? Yeah. Having a family, a wife who understands you, and sometimes you close late at work. Yeah. Sometimes you miss home 2 days, 3 days, 1 week, 1 month. But she's there keeping the family running and ensuring that the kids go to school. A big love to her.
Thank you very much. I love that. Thank you so much. You know, family, as they will say, family over everything. You know, that's what the bad boy will tell them. We're outside like homeless, you know, family over everything, you know. So you see, well, thank you very much. And of course, as I earlier introduced, Yusupha Bojang, some call him Yusubi, some call him Mike Tyson. For those who know him long years, is the GRTS regional correspondent who is based in West Coast region at the governor's office. Of course, you will always see him in the GRTS news, both television and TV. I got him today to talk about, but apart from that, he also has other responsibility where he is the head of those. We'll talk about those in the program. But first and foremost, can you tell us a little bit about Yusupha Bojang, born where, the name, etc., a little bit about that?
Yeah, my name is Yusupha Bojang, born in Brikama, and my dad is from Brikama. My mom is from Farafenye. Oh, wow. Yeah, so you see, my mom is from Farafenye. She's Zainab Job. And my dad is Yankuba Bojang, born in Brikama, and also later on went for his scholarship, Islamic scholarship in Dar es Salaam. And from there, I also...
Dar es Salaam in Casamance?
Yes, Dar es Salaam in Casamance.
Okay.
So, Sheriff Kunda, of course. Dar es Salaam is Sheriff Kunda, Casamance. Okay. So, then from there, I was in Gambia High School. Then, upon completion also, I was at the Brikama College, where I have my diploma. Then, from there, I proceeded with the Atlantic International University. I did my bachelor's major in journalism. Wow. Yes, major in journalism. And currently I serve for GRTS, and also I'm the president of the network of community radios, the Gambia. Indeed, my career started at community radios. A big kudos to you. I'll forget to mention, because I all started with you. I did tailoring also. Yes, I'm a qualified tailor. And when I was going to school, my dad made sure that we learn skills. Okay. Understand the importance of skills. My dad said, all my kids need to learn skills. Then when I was doing tailoring, Abu White was my one. Abu White and Lai Chare, where our boss here, bosses here, we were some few guys. And later on, I joined FMB in 1998 as through you as a sports presenter. Okay. All started from there, and the sky started from there. From there. And whatever who I am today, the person I am today, I can say Big Sam contributed to that. Yeah, because you are one of those guys who pulled me, bring me, and I was part of the Brikama Sports Committee as their public relation officer. I was there with Alaji S. Dabo, the National Assembly member for Brikama North. So you see, and you told them, look, you need someone who should come to the radio and updating people. And they are them, and they assigned me to be there to be giving some updates on sports with the likes of King Koli. So we were there, and Alhamdulillah, with I think Alkali was the president of the Brikama Sports Committee, Silla Sambu, those days. So you see, all started from there, and my journalism career started with you, to be quite honest. I was there as a volunteer, presenting only sports. Later on, I started presenting other programs, health programs, and the list goes on. Alhamdulillah, today, I can say I'm a journalist, full-fledged journalist. I have my bachelor major in journalism with one of the universities in the United States of America. Is the Atlantic International University.
Wow, quite amazing. So you know what is amazing? Many people will think Big Sam will bring guests, but this is what we are. Many people that pass through will always stay thanks to Big Sam, you know. And that's a motivation that I think people should pick from, because I mean, I will sit today and be very happy about so many people pass through this program will always talk about me, but I want people to also talk about you listeners out there. Do something that can help humanity, can help people build their life, and that is one of the motivational stuff. Moving on, I want to take you a little bit back.
Yeah,
you want to add
yes,
something?
I want to add something before you come, because I also, from there, I also moved to Buyam, where I was.
Okay, I want to come back there.
Okay,
let me keep it at that. Let me keep it at that. Like I said, we talk about Yusupha and where, but now let me drag you back again. When did your, when did your passion for journalism start and the road to journalism? Now you can tell us everything. The passion, especially.
Well, it all started with FMB as a volunteer.
That is from a tailoring aspect to
journalism. Okay, so I started there. So, and you were the guy who should tell me, this is the big sir, this is what you need to do. So you see, it was one man doing everything. You have to do the mixing and also playing the music, and also having guests interviewing them, and so going out to do some interview, and also go out to do some live football coverages. You understand what I'm saying? All started from there. And then I sat and said, I started losing customers in the tailoring. You understand what I'm saying? I started losing some customers.
From the tailoring?
Yes. Why you do go for fair? So I have to say, look, I need to do something. It's either tailoring or broadcasting.
Exactly.
So in between time, it was very tight for me to choose. And I said, yes, in tailoring, so you may not be able to grow with your eyes. Yeah. You may not be able to grow with your eyes. In one way or the other, your vision will be affected. You understand? Let me remove this so that guys will not say that my vision is affected. It's not affected, right? So you may not be growing with your eyes, right? So I said, let me. My father asked me to learn skills for survival. If it's not in the, education side, if one fails, then you can have a way of living.
Exactly.
So from there I said, let me go into journalism. I started doing some courses here and there, some small courses, also attending workshops here and there. So later on I said, now I have to go in for journalism. I think I'm in the right direction, because those days I was saying also, it's just like there are a lot of things happening in our communities, a lot of things happening within the neighborhood. If not reported, it's just like we're sitting in a time bomb. And I said people need to know what is happening really, and we need to enlighten people so on what is happening in our community. So this is how the passion came about, and I ventured into journalism, doing some courses, doing some advanced diploma here and there, and also attending some workshops, both nationally and internationally, because I can remember my first trip was from here to Dakar, and it was a through flight. I say, hey, Yarambe, I'm in the right path. Let me continue doing it. So that's the first time I bought on board a plane from here to Dakar. It was just a 15 minutes, and from there I moved to Holland. I was in Amsterdam through journalism. I was in Amsterdam. I was at The Hague when they were trying Roland Gbagbo. During his trial, I was there. I was there in Holland. I was at The Hague After Amsterdam, I moved to The Hague. Then before going there, I was in UK too. I was in UK. I was in UK. Then later on, I moved. So basically, this is for all those things. I gotta say congratulations and thank you so much, Big Sam.
Thank you so much. From FMB, you have certain certain way, some radio station, whatever you pass through. Can you give us some of those in your media career too?
Yes, at FMB, all started at FMB in 1998 up to 2007. And 2007, I heard that the St. Joseph Family Farm Center had a project. The project is the family's project. It's all about agricultural, projects. So I said, why not I try? Because part of that.
And where is that St. Joseph?
Is in Buyam. In Buyam, Fonyi Kansala.
Okay.
So I said, why not me trying to also apply and see whether I'll be successful. By then, there were some few of them who were there. And they were given also portfolios. You understand what I'm saying? One was the manager, one was the program manager here and there. And when I applied, my CV and my certificate was far above theirs. So the management did not know what to do. So they said, now we have the right person. In most cases, when you have someone who came and they appointed you as a manager and Yusupha come, he has to supersede you. So fight has to start, and also they have to see how to tailor other position to make sure that everybody fits and I take the lead. So this is how they come up with the media coordinator. So I was head of the media coordinator. Part of that is to establish the Buyam community radio, which I really established. I ensure that they have the lancing. I design program, design timetables, and also employ some of the staff that need to work with us together. Then from Buyam,
before that, I think the great SG Amadou Oba passed through you. Like I brought you, also brought somebody. Tell them, because Amadou Oba is one of the main Gambian journalists at the moment. Not only that, but some of responsibility. I think Amboy come through you too.
Yeah, Amboy was at Fatima Senior Secondary School. When he completed his education, he was doing some teaching on qualified teachers here and there. So I bring him on board, seeing some potentials in him. I bring him on board, and he was in charge of some educational programs and other programs, and I was training him. By then, whenever I send him for recording or bring in program or covering, when he comes, the first day I sent him, he came with a recorder, nothing was recorded. So you see, and when I listened to the recorder, I asked him, what did you bring? He said, but listen to the recorder. I asked him to put the recorder on and let me listen to what he came with. So he played the recorder, nothing was there, and I threw the recorder and asked him to write everything that transpired at the program.
Not the recorded one.
Yeah, not the recorded one. He was mad on me, and he went out saying, people, his biggest enemy is me, and if he has to kill someone, he has to finish me. Not knowing I was trying to bring something. I was seeing something in him that I want him to bring out. And alhamdulillah, from there, Amadou is a successful guy. One of the best we have today. He's at the university. Yes, he's at the university. And also he's at the Gambia Football Federation as communication assistant. He passed through me, like I passed through you. So I molded a lot of people. Today, Sali Jaju of GRTs passed through us. At FMB, I threw him through. So you see, so it's like you did something to me. I also tried to do the Usu Kamara of Buyam. You understand? From there, I moved to Gunjur Janekoto FM.
Ambo, you have your time on this show. He'll come in SG later on. All right, from Buyam you moved to?
I moved to Janekoto FM. At Janekoto FM, my responsibility was to ensure, because they were having a lot of staff, a large number of staff.
That is Gunjur Radio, Janekoto FM.
Yes, and the task given to me is to come up with programs and downsize the number of staff. So that was a very big task for me.
Yeah, definitely.
They are all citizens of Gunjur, Kombo East, and to come Yedol Tala, Kombo South, you have to reduce some staff. How will they look alike? How do they will look at you? So I said now all of them have to apply fresh and put in their CV and let me see their certificates and everything. That helps me. So that helps me to downsize and also ensure that I design program. When you go to those radio stations, Gunjur and Buyam, they have similar programs that are running the same program. They are designed by me. So all those programs are designed by me. Since I left, they can change them. Buyam, I left since 2013. Still, they have some of the programs that they run in my programs. Gunjur also, I was there. But for Gunjur, Sam, it was very brief. I was in Gunjur for 1 month.
Okay.
Child phone, Sama Cairo Federation, they saw my potential. They were about to establish a radio, so they said, wow. So they employed me. Part of that is to ensure that we have a radio station. That's the radio station that we name Kaira FM.
Kaira FM.
Even the jungle that you hear, we make peace, do peace, is my own words.
So that is Kaira FM.
Kaira FM in Koloro.
Kaira,
Kaira Radio. We make peace, do peace, and talk peace. Is me.
So
because
you pass through that too.
Yes. And I have a lot of staff that I employed because I sat and said, Kaira is Mandinka, mean peace. So as far as we're talking about peace, then we are making peace. So that's how everything.
So that's why you from Gunjur you now come to Kaira.
To Kaira.
Okay.
And to Kaira all through FMB because FMB has done a lot. So from there, FMB is the university.
Kaira, who were you? Tell us a little bit about Kaira.
Kaira, the first staff I was with.
But Gunjur, who were before we moved?
I have the Musa, the Modu Ture.
Manager.
Yes, a lot of them. Even Modu Ture was with me at Buyam. Yeah, he was under me at Buyam.
At Block TV.
Yeah. He was
a great Modu manager, one of the most certified Gambia journalists.
Yeah.
Kudos to you, Inimbara manager.
So he was with me.
So about Kaira, who were you?
Kaira, I was there with Tunko, who was one of the marketing managers. She was the first female staff that I employed from Koloro because part of their TOR is to ensure that you have, children who have undergone, child phone activities.
Okay.
So that's why they said we have to look a female, and that's how she came about. Then from there, there was this Kinzai. He's
in America now.
Yes, Kinzai.
Yeah, Kinzai is in New York.
Yeah, he was there. So I have Lamin Sane, the current manager,
and also part
Abdullah
of the West Coast.
Yes,
yeah.
Abdullah Njai, they all passed through me because Abdullah Njai, when he came, I ensured that through Kaira, we ensured that he also succeed at Inside Training Center to do his certificate in journalism. So all through me. So Alhamdulillah, you did something for me. I also did something for the people there because I have managed almost 3 different radio stations, and also I was serving TFM as an international correspondent.
I remember the first Gambian correspondent.
Yes, I was the first Gambian correspondent for TFM, using their own television and radio station. I was their correspondent in the Gambia when Macky Sall won the election. When he was called coming here, I was doing the coverages. Gambia Senegal match. I was doing.
You missed something. You never tell us that you did a little bit in French. I know about it, but my viewers don't know. He can speak French fluently and write it.
Oh,
How
yes.
does that come about?
Yeah, I did it in school. When I was in school, I was doing French, and also I decided to polish my French when I was reporting for TFM. They asked me to go to Dakar. When I was in Dakar, they have to polish my French, my French and my Wolof, because they said the Wolof we are speaking is Gambian Wolof, so the French we are speaking is melting pot. So I have to go. Voilà, j'étais là-bas et je faisais le français comme ça là.
Because I remember you through the network you went to Gabon, something like that, some coverage, and I think
you were
in fact, because of the language, everybody rallied behind Yusupha, so you were doing all that.
You reminded me of a story when we went with the I think it's under 17 or 20. Yeah. We went to Congo Brazzaville, and when we landed at the international airport. So I was there with the Yusupha Bojang, who is now with GT Bank. So a lot of journalists, we were there. So even the permanent secretary, the then permanent secretary, Mr. Jufi, is a small guy like that. Yes, he was the permanent secretary of Minister of Youth and Sports. Then when we landed at the international airport in Congo Brazzaville, so they started speaking French. So because I'm there with the permanent secretaries and others, I decided to go at the back and allow them to come and take the lead. So when they started talking to them in French, they were struggling. So these guys were saying, we are not going to leave this place right now. And suddenly, Yusupha Bojang said, but we have Yusupha Bojang here. He speaks very good French. And this is how I came from the back. I stood up and started, being the interpreter until everything went smoothly. Then when we are there, some of those guys now, when we are going out, they have to come with me because I'm the only one who can speak French there. So you can see, to be a linguist is very, very important. Because I speak 7 languages, alhamdulillah. It's not because I'm intelligent, it's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I remain humble for that.
Yeah. Right. You from Kaira, that's where you find itself to GRTS?
No, I was
What
with
is the transition?
No, the transition to GRTS, even before Kaira, even when I was in Buyam, I was with GRTS because it started by being a freelance journalist for GRTS. I was a freelancer because that would allow me to do other things. So I was a freelancer for GRTS. Then from there, this is how I got my employment with them. So from there, I was at the head office. At the head office, I was at mile 7.
At the radio?
At the radio. I'm a Mandinka. I forgot to say that. I'm a Mandinka.
Okay.
My father is a Mandinka. My mom is some said is a Wolof, some said is a Fula. I don't know.
Job is Wolof.
Yes, so there it's left to them. So I don't know that.
Okay.
So from there, she's Job. She's a Wolof.
Okay.
That's why I also speak Wolof because my uncles are Wolof. So Sam, you see, from there, I was at the newsroom in GRTS, mile 7. So sometimes, and we have some gaps. We have some news readers in Wolof.
Okay.
So they said now, hence Alaji Modu Juf is there. He no longer will be able to transit from TV to radio. They asked me to step in and to be doing the Wolof news.
The Wolof news.
Yeah, this is how I was doing the Wolof news in GRTS. Also, I was doing some editing at GRTS for the news. Also doing some production, the Gambia Today, Good Morning Gambia, those current affairs program. I'm part of the producers. I produce the program, give it to people to present. So this is how things come here. Until I saw myself here when they wanted to deploy people at the region here. So you need to know TV, you need to edit, you need to do your voice, you need to edit, you need to know how to do footages with your camera for you to be deployed as a regional correspondent. So luckily no one teaches me how to do the editing through Adobe Premiere. I did it by myself. No one teaches me. And Alhamdulillah.
You are here.
I'm here.
What a very, very wonderful CV from, of course, do remember that you tune in and you're watching and you're following Atlantic TV, the home of TV revolution. And this is called Exclusive Interview with me, myself, Bakary Manneh, Big Sam. And the guest is no other than Yusupha Bojang Grts, Regional Correspondent, West Coast Region at the Governor's Office. Yes, let's talk about that first, before your other responsibility. As a GRTS correspondent at West Coast Region, tell us what did your day-to-day work entail? And remember, did this have to be both radio and television? We want to know about that. And how do your day-to-day job goes?
It's not an easy task. Yes, as you said, it has to be both radio and television.
Okay.
Yes, it has to be both radio and television. As West Coast Region Regional Correspondent, I'm the head of the region from Katon to Kalaji. Anybody who has an activity, be it government, community, private sector, whatever, you need to write a request. And when the request is written, you send it to my office. So, and it depends. Sometimes there are letters that I need to direct to the office because there are paid-off program that the office need to charge you, tell you how much you should pay. But apart from that, any coverage that come to my desk, I'm wholly responsible of making sure that that program is covered. And one, you go, you cover. You come, you write your script. You come, you edit your video, and you send a finished product to GRTS during news hour. Perhaps maybe what the editor has to add for you, maybe the byline and the name tags. So because of the nature of the job. The rest time 8 o'clock they just play. But I have to do everything, finished product.
And that's the TV, but how about the radio part?
The radio also, you need to write your script. When you write your script and you do your TV editing, after the TV editing, you have to export it to MP3. You understand? The MP4, you need to transport it to MP3, and you send the MP3 also to the radio. 6 o'clock, they just need to read the preamble and just play your report. And you have to send via email also your entire script to the radio also.
But do you
both radio and television.
But do you also have some live program that they will call you and you will also send some reports?
Yeah. Those are current affairs program. So whenever you go on coverage, they need to call you. The current affairs, the assignment program. The assignment, for instance, there is something happening at Atlantic TV here. For instance, you are inaugurating Atlantic TV. Okay. So they may call me at 2 o'clock, said, let me come live on air and talk about the inauguration.
During the program they will call you also to give some...
Yes, at 4 o'clock. Okay. At 4 o'clock we call it Gambia Today. Gambia Today, anything that happened and you cover it, you need to report everything. Okay. Because I'm expecting, in fact, at 4 o'clock I'll be filing some reports at 4 o'clock. Okay. Then in the morning, 8 o'clock is Good Morning Gambia. And then anything that happened, you send it. Because maybe you may cover some event evening time and you did not report on them during the Gambia Today. You may be able to report on them on Good Morning Gambia.
Good Morning Gambia.
Yeah, this is it.
That is a very tedious work, and remember, he have the largest among the regional correspondents. Yusupha have the largest from Carton to Kalaji. That's too big. Apart from the GRTs, because we don't have much time left, apart from GRTs, can you tell us some of the responsibilities that you have? So much you talked about network and all. Quickly, can we delve on that before our final message to the people?
Yeah, not forget, I was also playing for Millions Football Club. But I will let all those see that, you know. But now,
some of the responsibility.
I'm at village level, Jalambang, I live in Jalambang. I'm the VDC Secretary General to our Village Development Committee. I'm the Secretary General to Jalambang Village Development Committee. And this is my second term and final year. I served 5. This is my last 5 years also. So I'm also the President of the Network of Community Radios, the Gambia. I'm also a member of the Network of ECOWAS Journalists. Yes, that we have a network of ECOWAS journalists. So, yeah, the network of community radios comprises of 8 community radios in the country, which are FMB, Jane Koto, Buyam, Kuloro, Farafenye, Soma, Bansang, Brikamaba, and the list goes on.
And we have some affiliates also.
And there are some affiliates.
Which are private
I'm the president of that network of community radio of the Gambia. And the network here is here to serve the interests of all community radios and ensure that their sustainability is our priority. Because sometimes NGOs and organizations do come, establish community radios, and they hand them to the community, and there is no mechanism put in place for the sustainability of those community radios. And we decided to come together and form a unique block to ensure that those community radios survive, those community radios are sustained, because we don't have the market here.
And
so we have to
we
have to ensure that their staff are trained, because they are volunteers from the community. Some are dropped out. Great mind. You have to ensure that they are trained. Also, you have to ensure that we write proposals. You understand what I'm saying? To ensure that radio station have some programs to run here and there.
Awesome, quite awesome. And this is one of the best questions I ask before we go. It's a motivational one. Is to inspire the new generation, especially people hear about your transition. What is your most important message you want to tell my listeners, especially the upcoming journalists who want to be or who are still in the field? What is your most important message to them? Talk to them directly to the camera.
Yes, I'm talking to them directly. Now, what I'm saying here is, one, need to be patient, perseverance, and also serve your community on a voluntary basis. You have to be a volunteer before anything. And I do tell my people, if you need money, don't be a journalist. If you need money, journalism is not your field. So the best thing for someone is to serve his people, his community, and also be humble, be law-abiding, and respect your people, and ready to learn, be curious, and be ready to know a lot of things. So basically, that's my advice for people, and we ensure that we remain in peace, we have peace, and through that we can achieve a lot. So when you need money, journalism is a no-go area for you.
Finally, what's your final word? Because we are so happy that
I gotta say thank you so much for Atlantic TV. I do follow your program, especially your sports programs and others, even your Fatumbai program. I think BTLO, I do follow that. I'm someone who normally follow your programs.
Thank you.
So when I was caught by surprise and you dragged me.
This was.
So I wasn't prepared that I would be asked this kind of things.
I dragged you from a meeting.
From a meeting you dragged me, and I'm someone, as a journalist, I'm someone who don't want to be asked. I want to ask questions, but I don't want people to ask me. That's my weakness.
Today I ask you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And for Atlantic TV, keep pushing. I think you are the home of TV revolution in the country, and the sky is the limit. But one thing for you guys, make sure that accuracy.
Yes.
Accuracy.
Exactly.
Accuracy.
Yeah.
Treat each and every party or whatever equally.
We will definitely.
So for instance, if you invite me, I said something about Amadou Oba. Please allow him to come and clear the doubts.
We'll definitely do that.
Thank you so much.
That is the
And
ethics.
also
That is the ethics of the journalism.
Yes, that's the ethics.
That is the ethics.
Accuracy and balanced fair reporting.
We'll do that.
I was also part of the then executive of the Gambia Press Union. You remember?
Yeah.
I was an executive.
I call him El Presidente.
Thank you, Mbadimol Alabaraka. Thank you so much. Love you. I remain humble.
Thank you so much. That was a wonderful, exclusive interview. And of course, as always, from Atlantic TV, the home of TV Revolution. Myself, Bakary Manneh, Big Sam. My host was the one and only Yusupha Bojang Grts regional correspondent, West Coast region. A very wonderful program that people of today, the journalists ought to become a journalist today will find it very interesting. Rome was not built in a day. It passed some stages. On that note, thank you very much, Aliou Badra Sadia, the cameraman, radios, Sotoko Boyo, Inimbara, my favorite cameraman, Edward Nuha Baji, and the one and only, the head of TV engineer, that is the one and only Matar Job. On that note, thank you so much, the entire staff and Atlantic TV. Exclusive interview will be coming very soon. Thank you and bye. Fofu nonu naka professional anything li ngeen ñul ci walum harañ ñom ñoo fi gëna ak quality professional standard recording studio mu fa fofu nonu bokay pour sen voice record ya xamne artist nga buga nga ñoo nga record lepang fa live band instrumental records la lepang fa mix ak master a lepp li nga sola danaka ñu ngi ubbi bes bu nekk bu len faté tamit am nañ sound system bu mag di Atlantic Sound International pour lepp li ngeen sola sen ciéti sen genté yi open events am na ci togu ak stage concert yamu ci lol Atlantic TV ñu ngi fofu nonu naka pour sen live coverage video shooting la photo shoot manam printing ak lepp li nga soxla dal ci télévision di def ñu ngi leen ko defal yegal ñu tay su tanka di sey ci farato manam dendo farato juma bi mbite nga téléphone 3690787 3690787 pour Atlantic Media House lepp li ngeen soxla taxaw na tem